Hey there everyone, so today I'm here with my friend Bribry.
Hey, how are you?
And today we're going to be playing Two Truths and a Lie, because I feel like we've got some really funny stories to tell you. So, explain the rules real quick, Bri.
Evan, so glad you asked. Basically, we tell 3 stories each. 2 of them are truths, and one of them is a lie.
A truth?
So out of the 3 stories, there's 2 truths and 1 lie, and the other person has to guess which one's a lie. Whoever loses in this fair competition has to succumb to a disgusting forfeit. Disgusting is a bit of a strange word for
So,
giving up.
if Bribry loses, I'm going to make him speak with an English accent the rest of the day.
And if Evan loses, he has to give up puns
For an entire day.
for 24 hours.
I don't know how I'm going to live. I really hope I don't lose this. But okay, I guess let's get started. Do you want to go first?
I'd love to go first, Evan. Thank you very much. Number 1. I auditioned for the role of Seamus Finnegan in Harry Potter.
Alright.
Obviously, I was not successful. And the guy that won instead of me did a horrendous job.
Alright.
And I don't feel bitter about
What
it.
a Seamus that happened
Don't.
to you.
How are you going to do this for a day if you lose? I found out Niall Horan's home address, and for a laugh, I went to that address and left a single rose at his front door.
Was it close to your house? Did you have to run in one direction? Or...
Oh, stop. Number 3, when I was a lot younger, I once was in Dublin town and I ran out of money. So I put my hat down on the street and began to sing just by myself with no instruments, and I made enough for my bus home.
I think I've heard you tell me about the singing one, so I think that one's true. I've also heard about the other one, but I've never heard the One Direction one, so I'm going to go with that as the lie.
You think I auditioned for Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Oh no! Really? Oh god, okay. Luckily there are 2 rounds, so hopefully I don't have to give up puns this point. One time, I was at a Reliant K concert, and I, being a tall person, wanted to know what it was like to be short. So I tried to crouch a bit, to kind of like get the vibe of a short person at a concert, but the person in front of me thought I was trying to hump them, so began to tell me off for humping her and her friend, and it was very awkward for me because I kept saying, no, I'm not like that, I just wanted to know what it was like to be short, which doesn't make sense to anyone. It was quite awkward. I have a lot of weird phobias, and one of my weird phobias is I always feel when I'm wearing a backpack that someone is trying to steal stuff from me, especially since someone stole my backpack in London like last year. So when I'm wearing my backpack in peak time and people are walking by me, I start to freak out. I think people are stealing stuff, so I like make it hard if they're stealing stuff, so I can feel it, and I move around a lot. At one point in the last couple weeks, actually, I was in the Covent Garden elevator, and it's very packed, and I could feel the person behind me just constantly moving with my backpack, and I started to have this weird freak out, especially because we're covered in people. So I started to do this little dancey thing, and I started going up and down until the woman in front of me yelled, "Would you stop humping me?"
Humping story.
I know,
again?
another humping
Are
story.
all of your lies
but
are truths about humping?
Turns out that I was humping the person in front of me by accident, and it absolutely mortified me because I was like, I'm not like that. I'm like in a Japanese anime basically. And my last story
Is you humped someone.
no humping in this one.
Right.
It did happen on Hump Day though. It was a Wednesday. I was a young kid, and I had my lovely cat Chloe. It was my first cat. It was a beautiful, deaf and blind 18-year-old cat, and the neighbors next door thought it'd be a really funny idea to pick up Chloe and put her on the fence next door, and on the other side of the fence was a vicious dog, and so Chloe fell on the other side of the fence and was murdered by my neighbors. That was
Sorry.
homicide. I actually had to try and save it, and the neighbors never had to pay for the cat or anything, and I hate them. So those are my 3 stories.
You know what? You tell your stories in a very passionate and believable way. May I suggest acting to you as a career, because you're actually very convincing. You told like all that humping. You really told the second story with such passion and grace that it has to be believable. I really feel sorry for you about Chloe the cat, so I'm gonna go with the tall guy at a gig trying to be smaller and humping a girl by an accident story.
Sadly,
Oh.
the correct answer was I did not accidentally hump someone in the Covent Garden elevator.
Okay.
I do, however, do the shaky thing.
Right.
And when I was leaving today, I was like, oh my god, can you imagine the situation if I accidentally humped someone? And I went, that's my lie.
Right.
So,
I just realised if number
Gotcha.
3 was your lie about the dog, you just made up a
story about my cat.
That says a lot about you as an individual.
Okay, so we both lost at this point, so we have to do another round. Let's see. What have you got for me? Round 2.
I was born with 6 fingers on each hand and 6 toes on each foot. Everything was removed at birth, and I had a normal life. I didn't have to get special gloves. You don't have to look. Why are you looking? I don't have it. Okay.
I had a sixth sense
Right.
that there might have been
Okay.
a 6th thing.
A lot of people ask me how my hat stays on. The reason it stays on is because of a very faint, invisible, skin-coloured chin strap, which keeps it on. Not right now, you can't see it right now, but I actually have a skin-coloured chin strap which keeps my hat on. And that's how my hat stays on.
Alright.
Thank you. My mother is called Mary. My father's called Joseph. Joseph and Mary. Sound familiar? And they were going to call me Jesus. They were not allowed because it's a law. You can't call your kid Jesus.
I know you totally had 6 toes. I think the 6 fingers might be trying to throw me off where you didn't have 6 fingers, and that might be the lie. I totally believe you would wear a chin strap. That sounds like something you do. Jesus is a real name that is used all over Hispanic countries like Jesus, so I'm gonna go with number 3 as the lie.
You're wrong.
You didn't have 6 fingers, did you?
I did have 6 fingers.
Oh my gosh, you don't have a chin strap hat.
No, that's no such thing as a skin-coloured chin strap.
I thought I had that one. I thought I was on top of it. I used to have a big thing for opening doors with my feet. In terms of like, I would put my foot on the door and I'd, push it open or Spartan kick it open because I thought that was cool. Also, if I'm walking quickly, I would just kick a door open. And I kept this up through most of my life until my senior year of high school, when I went to kick a door open to the bathroom and my friend Dave was on the other side with his fingers in the handle, and I broke his middle finger and he had to go to the hospital. Luckily I didn't have to pay any of the fees, so that was nice. His family's very rich and they knew I was sorry, and I've never kicked a door open since then. I just haven't because I'm absolutely terrified. Now whenever I go to the bathroom at work, I literally try and open the door as quickly as possible because I feel like someone's going to do that to me.
I feel like Dave is there.
Yeah, he's just waiting to get vengeance. I never wore a pair of jeans all throughout high school. I wore khaki pants or shorts every day. Never wore a pair of jeans, never owned a pair of jeans until I graduated high school. I was taking the horsemanship merit badge as part of the Boy Scouts program I was in, and my mom was the teacher. And at one point, I was riding the horse back because, I was the son, so I get to do whatever I wanted with all the other scouts behind me. And the horse got spooked and started cantering everywhere, to which point I ran past them going, "Help me!" And it jumped over a fence and ran into something and then slowed down, and I thought we were going to be okay. And then he started running again, and everyone laughed at me, and then my mom finally saved the day. And I had to get off, and I still got the merit badge eventually, but I was a big joke.
A merit badge?
Merit badge, yes.
Horsemanship
merit badge.
Right. I'm going to go with Dave.
Dave?
Yeah, I'm going to go Dave is the lie.
That's correct.
No more puns! No more puns! You can't make one right now. Oh, look. Oh, a hat. Oh.
Hurts so much. Yeah, the funny thing is I actually do get afraid of opening doors because I feel like someone will kick it open. And it's another thing, like my other lie is I genuinely have that fear, but I've never actually hurt someone.
I can't even imagine what it's like to talk to you without a pun coming at the end. I thought there was a pun gonna be. I thought you were getting towards a pun.
Well, that was it. Those were our 2 truths and lies. I hope you enjoyed that video. Please give it a like if you liked it. Other than that, be sure to check out Bribry's channel, Life of Bri, doing some travel-y stuff. I think I have a video with you coming out soon.
Yes.
Other than that, I'll see you guys next Sunday from New Zealand. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
I can't even make a pun to mock you. I wasn't tall coming out of the womb.
Yes, you were.
Was I?
Just kept coming. Oh my god!
My mother's currently in a wheelchair.